In this video, you're going to learn how to put the invisible line on your die stone after you carve out the gum line. So we've carved out the gum line. Sorry, it's not, okay, there you go. We've carved out the gum line, and you can see these two teeth are carved out, and you can see that they are pretty much really nice carve there. And now what we're going to do, we're going to actually go ahead and get this prepared. Go ahead, plug it up. Get your, now this one, now my other ones didn't smoke as bad, okay? And I need to see if there's a film on this one. Okay, it's not, but some of them have films on it. Before you put this in there and turn it on, I need you to get a mask. Okay, so we're going to get a mask because this is going to be smoky. Do not get scared. You're not going to burn up nothing, okay? All right, that's how you close that. You can lift this up and down right here. This is the handle. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare. I got my mask on. It's going to smoke a little bit. So this is hot. This will be hot. Do not touch the top of this, okay? Turn it on. And you can't really tell that it's on, so now you can tell, okay? And what we're looking for, we're going to look for this to drop like a, we're going to look for this to drop like a bubble. Okay. Like a bubble. So what we're looking for is it to drop like a bubble. It's going to take a few minutes, but this right here is what we're looking for, right here, the drop. Now bring you up in there, around. What's happening in there? It's getting a little warmer. So it's getting, so that is kind of smoky, okay? Yes, but now you can kind of hear okay, so it's getting a little hot. It's not burning up nothing. It's just smoky. Okay? And so what we're about to do is touch this and close this at the same time. Touch, close. You'll see. Now, you don't want to touch this. You want to touch the red part, scoot it to the side. And there we have it. All right, so all right. So today we're going to be, in this lesson, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the bar. Okay? We're going to be doing a bar for the bottom of her teeth. Okay? And we're going to go across here. This is not a good mold, by the way, because I can't see the gum line. Okay? It's not a good mold. But we're going to be doing the bar. We're going to try it anyway. Now, as you can see, the tops, she wanted all 4 solids. This is not a good top. I'm changing it for her. She paid for 4 teeth. I'm not going to be able to do these 4. Okay, I'm not. But what I'm going to do is these 4. Okay. Yep, I'm going to do these 4. I might just give her a nice gap filler. And also do these 4. Yep. So I'm going to do a gap filler for her and then do these 4. I know she wants the solids, but no, I'm the designer and I'm going to give her what I think is best. Okay. Because this is not a good mold. But since I'm a pro at this, these 2 teeth were the teeth that I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it because these came out right. Because that's where the snap is going to be. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. Okay. We can either do a braces bar or we could do a bar that goes at the top. Now, I think we could do a brace bar. We'll figure out which bar to do, okay? We're going to do both, a brace bar and a bar to go at the top. But I'm going to show you guys how to do a braces bar. You're just going to go across here and cut the visible line, okay? So let's get this party started. We're going to be using our knife, hot knife. I'm going to plug that in. I have my mask on. Because of all the chemicals, the fumes of this thing here. And I'll be taking it off in a minute, okay? So we're going to start off with this. Okay? So I did go ahead off camera and do the bar that goes across the top here. But we're also going to do a brace bar for her, okay? But yeah, these is her teeth. And I'm going to do a gap filler. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? That's what I'm going to do for her because that's how I feel more comfortable. Yes, I feel more comfortable in doing that for her. Okay? All righty then. Okay, so let's get this knife. It's getting hot. Let's go ahead and once again, always wipe your knife off. Let it get hot. And I'll be back when it gets really, really hot, okay? Really, really hot. I'll be back. Let me see. This seems kind of loose again. I want to tighten it up. Okay. All right, it's tightened up. Seemed kind of loose again, so I'm just tightening it up. All right, so my knife is now hot. And so what we're going to do is we're going to Go all the way down on this and cut. Boom. Just like that. Do the same in the inside. Go down, cut. Same over here. Go down. Cut. Okay. Inside. Down. Be careful, watch your fingers, don't get burnt or cut, because it will hurt. You do not want that plastic in your skin. So we want to cut off the section here. All right, so now what we want to do, we want to kind of cut here, make it easier for us to get this off. Do not cut on the gum line, okay? We'll do the same thing across here. Watch your knife. It's kind of, okay. We should be able to get some of this off now. Some of it. Okay. Got to do this side. Let's try to cut that again. Try to cut this again. Try to get that out there. Yep, good job. Okay, came off there. So since we see that ain't coming, we're just gonna cut like that and get that, boom, off of there. Boom. All right, we're looking good. Looking good. Looking good. All right. Looking good. Okay, so we need to get this back piece off better than that. See? All right, looking good. Go ahead and pull that off of there. There we go, looks good. So what we're gonna do, snap it back on. Snap it back on. And we're gonna get our blue marker. Okay. And we're gonna go in between this entire piece. Okay. The same here. In between there, get it nice and thick. Get the back. Probably could have dug a little bit more in the back. Okay, so we got the back. Okay. All right. And we're going to start from there. Now, so we're going to go ahead and draw a line across the teeth. A line across the teeth. I'm going to use my black. It's okay. I'm going to use my black to draw the line. Okay. This one I'm going to do a brace bar. Okay. Okay, so that's what it's going to look across there, right? And then, okay, so we're going to do that across there. So our main objective is to cut all this off and cut all this off, okay? And we're going to go up with the blue pen because the blue pen will show us not to cut off anything connected to this, okay? We do not want to cut off anything there, okay? So we just mark that, okay? All right, let's get to cutting. All right, that popped off pretty good. Popped off really nice. It's okay to do it skinnier. I just want to get the form of it. That's all I want to do, is get the form of it. Now this is the braces bar. This is not the bar to go across the teeth. The bar, if you put it on the top, then you need to make sure it clamps also on the back. So you'll be cutting the bottom part. So it needs to be on the top and also needs to be in the front and also in the back, okay, for the bar, okay? This one's a little bit different, okay? So you'll see. Okay. Cut my lip, y'all. Now this is different. So we're gonna cut a lot of this off here. Try not to really bend that invisible line, okay? Because you don't want to loosen it up, okay? So, but we're gonna be only putting the bar in the front of the teeth, okay? So we're getting ready to cut all this out. Now, listen, if we were doing the bar at the top, we will put a line across here and we will cut right there, okay? So this is a bar across the teeth, right? So if we were doing the top, we'll do it just like so. And also leave it in the back, okay? But I'm gonna make this bar a little bit more skinnier because I want it skinnier, like a braces. So I can kind of eyeball this, tell where I want it skinnier at. Okay. Now let's go all the way up here. All the way up here. So we're gonna be taking this all the way off. Okay, so be careful. Okay, see that was just taken off a little bit. We're gonna go in between here. And we're gonna go, try not to move this. We're gonna get our little tool here. Okay, I need to get my little wireless drill. Okay. And I need to poke a hole in here. Oh, and I need to, matter of fact, now I need to charge it up, y'all. It needs to be charged up. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna, okay, it needs to be charged up. Darn it. It needs to be charged up, y'all. So I'm just gonna go across here. And so, all right, so we're gonna go across here, cutting this off, cutting all this off. Okay, so remember we're just gonna do the bar. So this is just gonna be on. Now now we can get in here. Now I can get in there and cut this first piece off. Okay, be careful. So it's just a little piece hanging on, little piece hanging on. We don't want to cut. Okay, let's get this little piece going across as a bar. Okay, there we go. So that is the bar. Okay. That is the bar. Now, we're going to put a piece of wax across this part, okay, to give it a little bit more thickness. And the piece of wax that we're going to be using is the wire wax, okay? So, we're going to be using a wire wax. And I think I'm going to do the bar, the actual circle one, this one right here, to give it a little bit more boom, like it's a real braces. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off right there, cut it off right here. Okay, and we're going to get this melted on there, and we're also going to get it the nail polish, the clear polish in there, okay? So this is how we're going to do this brace bar, okay? So I will come back and I will cut a little bit more of this off to keep it looking very flush, okay? So I'm going to cut some of it off right now. Just a little bit, okay, to keep it flush, because it's a little bit too much sticking. Okay, that's how we did that. We want it to look flush, right there, and it is on pretty good. And there we go. There we have it. So let's go ahead and turn on our wax pen and get that going. All right, so this is what I used. And what we're going to do, we're going to melt it to the sides. Also paint it with the clear fingernail polish. Okay, so I got my wax pen on, and we just want to kind of, we don't have to do too much, just want to get it, drop a piece of wax in there so it can stay. Wait, sorry, I'm not seeing. Just dropping a piece of wax, connecting it to that over there. Okay. Connect it really good. Okay. I'm going to do the same for this.
Oh, there's another paper.
Okay. Like so. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the, you don't have to shush your room, just please don't do that. It makes my video bad. Okay? So now what we're going to do next is we're going to get our clear fingernail polish, and we're going to seal the front and the back of this one, okay? Because we don't want the bar to fall off, okay? So we're going to seal it in the inside, and we're going to seal it on the we're going to seal it in the inside too. Don't use that. We're just going to seal it with the fingernail polish. Okay, so I'm going to seal it. So that's how we're going to do that. We're going to seal it. And this will allow it not to separate. Now, I normally say don't do it on the front and the back, right? But this particular situation, you want to do that. Okay? Make sure there's no drops. Okay? We don't want no drops. We want it clear. Okay, so we do one side, and then we come back and do the other side. And then that's that.